Blog Talk Radio. Hi everyone, this is Camille from sunny California, and you're listening to the Coffee Chat with Camille show, which is the podcast series that interviews various guests about real-life topics for people who love to learn. Hello everybody, today's July 13th and it's a Thursday. Today our topic is how to become the authority in your industry with Beate Chelette. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit about her background. Beate Chelette is the growth architect and founder of the Women's Code and provides visionaries and leaders with proven strategies, blueprints, and growth maps that provide clear steps to improve business systems, strengthens leadership skills, and teams that our clients and audiences can maximize profits and scale their impact. Beate is known as a straight shooter in her ability to inspire, empower, and overcome adversity. Her super skill is working with unique personalities and big thinkers and building executable systems. A first-generation immigrant who found herself $135,000 in debt as a single parent, Beate bootstrapped her passion for photography into a global business that licensed content into 79 countries. She exited in a multi-million-dollar deal when she sold the company to Bill Gates. She is the podcast host of the Business Growth Architect Show and listed amongst the top 100 global thought leaders by PeopleHum and one of 50 must-follow women entrepreneurs by HuffPost. And then for you, the audience, you can visit our website at growthblockerquiz.com, where you'll find what your number one business growth blocker is. And you can also go to airtightavatar.com and find your ideal client in 15 minutes. Look into your prospect's mind and identify what your best client looks like in this done with you action guide from growth architect Beate Chelette. Okay, so she is actually wonderful. She's right here in the studio. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her on in here. Yes. Hello, Beate. Thank you for coming.
Well, hello, Camille. It's exciting to be here.
Such a pleasure to meet you. So we have quite a bit to unpack here, so I'm going to go ahead and start our interview. You sold your business to Bill. Okay, you sold your business to Bill Gates in a recession. How did you do that?
With a lot of audacity, resilience, and giving up the fear of failure, and just forging ahead with a larger picture in mind. You know, that's it, Camille. That's it in short.
Amazing. That's so awesome. What is the best and fastest way to grow your authority in any market?
Yeah, so you want to think about it from a perspective of where is a market at right now. So for all of your listeners that are business owners, and that are recognizing that in the last couple of years, ever since we went into COVID and we had so many changes in the business environment, that it is very difficult to stay on top of everything. It's almost like we're having a whiplash with understanding that one day it's this way, the other way it's that way, then it's really good, then just kidding, it's really bad, then are we in a recession, are we not in a recession? So it gets very confusing. So you have to, number one, first get very, very clear that what other people say or do is not your reality, that the only reality that exists is the reality that you want to live. So you want to first understand where it is that you want to go, like what's the business model. Then you need to take a look at the environment and say, is what I want to achieve, being an industry leader, being an authority in my field, is it that I need to do to get to that particular goal? Do I need to change my actions? Do I need to learn additional skill sets? Do I need to understand, how to make changes in my business? And then you need to look at your customer and you say, if I have gone through changes, if I have had different ways of how I look at things, chances are that your customers also are undergoing these changes. And so that's why we have the Airtight Avatar that you can find at airtightavatar.com, because we recognize that any business owner who has not gone back to taking a look at who their customer is and what the problem is, Camille, that they're having right now is in big trouble.
Thank you. Then what does a growth architect do?
Well, so as a growth architect, I help people that are experiencing challenges in their business, and typically people that we work with are in two different categories. There are either businesses that want to grow, and they need a strategy and a system to understand on how to get to that level of growth that they desire. And the second type of person that we work with are people that have had growth, and they now need systems and strategies to scale the business, to get their freedom back. And so as a growth architect, I'm really the person that's in charge of helping them to develop these strategies and systems to get there.
Okay, excellent. What should business owners do or not do during a recession?
Well, number one, what you should not do is you should not be listening to everybody telling you that it's difficult and that it can't be done. So you want to really stay away from all the negative news that are out there, because we say in media, if it bleeds, it leads. So you don't make money by telling the world how great it is. You make money and get eyes on pages when you tell the world is a really horrible, terrible place, and there's much to be afraid of. So that's number one. What you should not do is listen to all of that. What you should do instead is do a lot of mindset work, get very clear of where it is that you want to go in your career and with your business, and then come up with a plan and execute that plan meticulously and make the adjustments according to market conditions.
Okay, thank you. How does the 5-Star Success Blueprint help me grow and scale my business?
The 5-Star Success Blueprint is a proprietary method. It's our system that we created. We talk a lot, Camille, to our clients about what is your unique differentiation factor. How do you tell other people why you are a powerful choice, a business owner, the business that should deserve to get the job from the client. So it's all about presenting yourself to the world in such a way that when people hear it, they go, oh my gosh, you got a system. This sounds amazing. You are, this makes so much sense to me. So the 5-Star Success Blueprint helps our clients to recognize where they are stuck, where their piece is missing in their journey to success. And so the 5-Star Success Blueprint has, as the name says, 5 stars. The first one is the idea. What is the business idea? Why does this idea matter? Is it relevant right now? Who do you serve? What problems are you solving? The second star is the offer. Once you know who your client is, then you can identify the type of offer that you need to create to be a solution for the problem that your client, your avatar has. Then there's the third star, which is the system. So now you know how to now you need to learn how to build systems that get this offer in front of the clients to solve their problem. Then the fourth star is building teams. Who do you need on your team who operates the systems, who manages the offer that solves the problem for the client? And finally, the fifth one is you as a leader. What kind of leader do you need to be to lead the team that then manages the systems, that handles the offer, that solves the problems for their clients?
Okay, wonderful. In your book, Happy Woman, Happy World, you describe a concept called ego rhythm. Is this only for women, and what exactly is it?
So my book, Happy Woman, Happy World, I wrote because, as I said, or as you said in my introduction, I was a single mom, $135,000 in debt, and I was having to figure out how in the world am I going to survive, how I'm going to make money, how I'm going to feed my kid, how I'm going to have a life. And so I came up with this concept, egoism, that was really born, Camille, from when my daughter had developed some breathing issues, and then one day in the middle of the night she stopped breathing, and I yanked her out of bed, threw her over my shoulder. I'm jumping up and down in my house and trying to wake her up, take her to the hospital, and it turns out that she had asthma. And for the next couple of years I am obsessed with figuring out how to manage this and how to make her feel better and manage these asthma attacks. And then it turns out that she just grew out of it. And I'm standing there and I'm thinking, I've been obsessed over this for the last couple of years, and now suddenly this big issue that I had is a no issue. And I realized that we have a natural rhythm in life where we obsess over something and then suddenly it just goes away. And I call this ego rhythm our own rhythm. So an ego rhythm is typically a duration of time that's about 3 to 4 years. I described this in the book Happy Woman, Happy World. That's available on Amazon as a printed book, as an audiobook, and as a Kindle version, where there are 9 different ego rhythms. And if you can figure out what rhythm you are in, and I have the whole system laid out in the book on how to do that, then you can make that your main focus, but you recognize that this is just the main rhythm, the main ego rhythm that you're in right now. It's not going to be like this forever, and how to influence initiating a rhythm that you might want to be in instead. And it is, while it is a concept I developed specifically for women, I have heard from many, many men that says, well, this applies to me too. Yes, it does.
And then how many strategies are there, and which one is the best one?
There are many, many, many different strategies. The strategy always depends upon the goal that you want to achieve. And if you have a goal and you say, I want to be $1 million business, then the strategy is determined by that goal. So you first want to set the goal and then identify, out of the many strategies that there are, is this going to be a digital marketing strategy where I'm building a funnel, I'm putting money in the ads, I'm running the ads, and then I'm going to fine-tune the funnel until it's in a position where it can generate that kind of revenue. Or you may say, I want to be in front of more people, I love radio, I love podcasting. Now I am using a podcasting or radio strategy to get myself in front of a larger audience, and then you build a strategy based on that. So ultimately you want to have one main strategy, but you can have many sort of sub-strategies. So there can be a sales strategy, a marketing strategy, how you close. Sometimes people also call those tactics. So the strategy that's right for you is a strategy that's aligned with where you want to go and your personality type.
Okay, excellent. You talk about failing your way to success. What do you mean by that?
Well, failing your way to success means that we have a unhealthy relationship with failure. We are actually being taught that failure gets you in trouble or gets you bad grades. So when you look at how our entire educational system works, you see that it's based upon existing information, us learning existing information, regurgitating existing information, and then we get an A. When we are business owners, however, that does not work, because if you are creating something, yes, there is some sort of existing information, but there's nobody out here giving you an A for doing what's already been done before and then remembering it properly. There is other formulas that go into it. So we have to learn as business owners to look at failure from a much more pragmatic point of view and say, failure is necessary for me to know which way I should not go. So that's why I say I failed my way to success, because I made many mistakes.
And then how much does mindset play into being successful?
Mindset is everything. A mindset is, if you don't believe that it's possible, Camille, then who is it? There's nobody out there that is convincing you that you're worthy. I mean, sometimes I think people have such a mistaken assumption on how success works. Success starts with you knowing, not wishing, knowing that you're going to be successful. And when you have that clarity of the goal, and there is no question in your mind that this is what you are going to do, then you are setting events into motion to get to this goal. The problem is people that don't have a healthy mindset. They're waiting for something to happen somewhere down the road or some sort of miracle, and then magically everything falls into place. And that's just not the case.
Yes. And then if you had one message you wanted everyone to hear, what would that be?
That message definitely would be you need to fail faster. So the quicker you push the envelope to the point where you recognize that this is not the way to go, then you are going to be able to figure out which way you need to take that will get you there. So I think it is all about getting yourself out there, pushing hard, and being not afraid that if something goes wrong, just simply look at it and say, you know what, I don't think this is the road that I need to go there. I'm just going to find something different. And that's it. You know, that's, I think, the most important message that there is. Don't have a attachment to failure, but fail more and fail more often and fail fast.
Perfect. I have one last question. What is your favorite coffee or hot beverage?
It would be a extra hot soy cappuccino.
Okay, wonderful. Beate, could you please let our listeners know what your social media handles are?
Yes, of course. So you can find me on Instagram and on Threads, as well as on LinkedIn under my own name, Beate Chelette. And you're welcome to join our Facebook group under Growth Architect, or go to LinkedIn. There's a group, Entrepreneur and Small Business Forum. We have like almost 60,000 people in it now. And just look me up, and either under my name, Beate Chelette, or the Growth Architect. I'm everywhere.
Okay, outstanding. Thank you so much, Beate, for being my guest today and sharing your knowledge with our listeners. I appreciate you so much, and I wish you well.
Thank you so much, Camille. It was a pleasure to be on your show.
A pleasure to have you. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, hey everyone. There was Beate Chelette. She's the growth architect and the founder of the Women's Code and provides visionaries and leaders with proven strategies, blueprints, and growth maps that provide clear steps to improve business systems, strengthen leadership skills, and teams so that our clients and audiences can maximize profits and scale their impact. As you can see, she said with some persistence, she was able to sell her business to Mr. Bill Gates, and she is Beate Chelette is actually highly knowledgeable and has outstanding expertise. And so everyone, make sure that you go visit growthblockerquiz.com and you can find out what your number one business growth blocker is. Okay, and then also you may go to, she's provided another link, which is airtightavatar.com, and there you'll find your ideal client in about 15 minutes. You'll look into into prospect's mind, identify what your best client looks like, in this Done With You action guide from growth architect Beate Chelette. Okay, so thank you all so very much for listening. And if you want to hear this show and many, many others, you can just go to coffeechatwithcamille.com. Okay, so coffee is spelled just the same. It's the same with, and Camille is CAMILLE. Okay, and that's M as in Mary. All right, and then you also can hear this particular episode on Blog Talk Radio, and then you just put in Coffee Chat with Camille. All right, so I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you so much, Beate Chelette, for being our guest again. It was such a pleasure having you on, as I stated earlier. And I think I have I just have about 7 minutes left of the show. But I want you all to know that I attempt to bring you content that can help you grow your business or grow in general, whatever it may be. You may want to grow or how can I say? I don't know if I want to say grow so much as I would like to say. A lot of the podcasts and the guests that I have can help you improve. Okay, so self-improvement. And as we listen to Beate, she is very inspiring. And there's nothing to me more important than us sharing our knowledge to help others become better at what they do. All right? So anyway, 6 minutes left. I'm actually going to say bye for now. I'm a little tired. I didn't get so much sleep. But I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you again. Thank you so very much for being a great listener. And if you ever have any questions, you can always call in. The call-in number here is 516 area code 453-9209. All right? And I'm thinking I'm probably going to I'm going to be working on music today. I play ukulele, a little bit guitar, and also piano or keyboard. So I'm probably going to do that today. But again, thank you guys all for listening. And bye for now.